Hey everyone, Heartless here, bringing you guys another StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void daily match. Today we're going to have a Protoss vs Zerg on Dusk Towers. So spawning in the top right hand corner, playing as our red Protoss, it is MorroW. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, playing as our blue Zerg, it is mAth. Today's match is brought to you by lotv.spawningtool.com. They are a fantastic website. Please remember to go check them out. They have all sorts of wonderful tools to help us out in understanding StarCraft, getting better at it, and enjoying the game to a better degree. Today's match is also a Grandmaster versus Grandmaster, so this is going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to seeing a really good match. And right now, mAth, having saved up for 200 minerals, looks like he is going to go ahead and take that hatch first. That drone cannot build a Nexus. I almost said Nexus first. If a drone could build a Nexus, oh my goodness, that would be OP. And MorroW electing to go with a gateway first. More likely than not, this is going to be a two gateway expand, or a gateway expand into two gateway. Sometimes there's also a really good chance this just might be gateway expand and then into tech. So there's lots of different routes that you can go, and it is going to be a gateway expand. And the question is the next structure going to be the cybernetics core, or is it going to be a second gateway? This might be indicative a little bit more of the playstyle that MorroW is going to go for, and we should find out. Here it is. It is the cybernetics core. So it looks like MorroW is going to be wanting to get up, taking up to the next tier as fast as he can. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stargate, possibly an early robotics facility, possibly, but mAth having an elected I can't talk tonight. mAth had elected to go for a 3 hatch before pool. So that is very indicative of the fact that he's going to want to go for a more economic opening. Well, why else would you go for a 3 hatch before pool? But possibly kind of maybe a strong timing depending on what kind of build he sees out of MorroW, what kind of scouting information he gets. And it looks like it's not going to be much, because a stalker is on the way out for MorroW, and that should be able to clear up this overlord here in just a moment. No tech having gone down yet for MorroW. We should see in just a moment, because there it is. It is going to be a Stargate. So Stargate is the choice of tech for MorroW, and this overlord is definitely going to die a horrible, miserable death by stalker fire, stalker laser beams, going at it, targeting the overlord. The overlord's running for his life. He cannot move fast enough, and ultimately it is going to be death. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace, overlord. You were the first overlord for your swarm. For the swarm. Okay, now MorroW, having seen nothing yet, it looks... yeah, okay, good. He's moving his overlord in. I was going to say, if he doesn't move his overlord in to scout here, this is going to be bad, because he's not going to have any idea what's coming. Sorry. But he does move it over, and he's going to see this. Well, he should see this in just a minute or so. Unless, of course, the Stargate gets out. Sorry, the Phoenix gets out. But, I mean, even if the Phoenix got out, it'd kill the overlord, and hey, he'd know he went Stargate. And what this is going to do... Ooh, nice play by mAth. I don't even think he saw... Yeah, he just saw the Stargate. So, blindly going for the 3 spore crawlers. This is smart. Gone are the days where you don't get spore crawlers in a ZVP anymore. The spore crawlers are so crucial to the matches, because you can die to early Oracle harass. You can... Well, you could also die to Phoenix harass too. You can pretty much get absolutely destroyed economically because you didn't have spore crawlers. Because Stargate is a very powerful opening in Protoss vs Zerg right now. Ooh, and getting the 3rd base down as well. With a couple of depths here, along with a couple more gateways. So definitely gonna be gearing up here. It looks like MorroW gonna be going for some type of maybe a depth play. I mean, he does have a stalker out, so we'll find out in a minute. Ooh, the Zerglings coming in. They do see the 3rd base, but it looks like they're all going to die. Unnecessary deaths. Ooh, a little frog in my throat. My apologies, everyone. Alright, the Phoenix getting some good scouting information off. It looks like they got a couple kills. Yeah, 2 drone kills, and that's about it for their troubles right now. Now, let's talk about what's going to be going on in this next phase of the game. One of the things that MorroW has pretty much forced Math to do, getting his layer tech, we should be expecting Hydralisks out of this, and possibly some type of Hydralisk-based army composition. One of the things that we see quite often is Hydra Lurker with Roach, possibly Banelings. The compositions differ a little bit as you go on. Ooh, nice little pickups on the drones. Just some good hacking away play by MorroW. This is good stuff by him. Just pretty much getting an advantage wherever he can, and keeping Math as far back on his back on his corner of the map as possible. Wow, I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, just being really annoying, and yeah, MorroW is really making it where Math has to kind of stay on his side. But I like how he keeps throwing. Yes, he's throwing Zerglings away a little bit, but he's doing it for a reason. He's doing it to see positioning on the army, find out what kind of army compositions there are, all sorts of different good little things caused by moving your Zerglings into their own death. It is a strategic play. Anyway. Oh, there it is. So we are going to see Lurkers out of here. So that's the interesting thing about when you go Sky Toss, is you pretty much force the Zerg player to go Lurker. Sorry, to go Hydra. And when they go Hydra, typically they'll go Lurker and have some sort of Hydra Lurker ball. And when that happens, most of the time, excuse me, the Protoss player will actually do very well unless he doesn't have some form, he or she doesn't have some form of area of effect damage. When you force your opponent to go, ooh, and the War Prism coming over here with a quick little Adept drop, gonna get maybe a kill or two. Sonic Transfer is gonna go ahead and go down. 3 of them are gonna move down to the 3rd base, but they should get cleaned up by this Hydralisk and the Queen both here. The Hydralisk falls, but the Queen, oh, and the Roaches are gonna be able to clean this up just nice. And the War Prism is going to have to go away. But like I was saying, when you force them to go Hydra, you have to have some form of area of effect damage, because Hydras will kill your army quite quickly. And there are a couple forms that we usually see. Number 1, we'll sometimes see Storm. Sometimes we'll see Disruptors. And every now and then you'll actually see Colossus. And for MorroW, it was the choice of High Templar, because he did get the Temple Archives. It is now searching Storm, and so when the engagement comes, he'll be able to have that area of effect damage in order to be able to do some really good damage to those Hydralisks, because if you are not able to take those Hydralisks and they are under that backbone of the Lurkers, your army will get wrecked quite hard. And it is a very difficult thing to overcome without that area of effect. So that's really good. I think I'd like to see maybe 1 or 2 more High Templar in this army right now, just to be gathering energy, but that's okay. Behind all of this, Math is electing to go for his Infestation Pit, so possibly a quick, I don't know, I'm going to call this quick tech into Hive. But so teching into Hive, 6 more Lurkers are about to pop, and so this is going to be a good strong backbone to this army. And also behind this, +2 weapons on the way for MorroW, whereas +2 is on the way for Math as well. So they're pretty relatively similar in terms of upgrades. And it looks like they're just going to be trading a little bit blow for blow, maybe losing a couple unnecessary Zealots by overextending just a bit, but that's alright. Ooh, keep your High Templar safe too. Keep them with the army. That is good. Alright, and the War Prism Harass coming over here. So it looks like he's going to be going for a double-pronged attack here. As he comes in over here to the 5th base area to go ahead and start cleaning up some of those creep tumors, it looks like a Zealot Warpin is going to come in. Ooh, and immediately start hacking away, but not able to fully get that Infestation Pit. That would have been a nice pickup, but it is not for Infestors that he got that. It is for for Hive Tech and into Spire. So most likely we're going to be seeing Broodlords. And is this going to work out? I don't know, because Math behind this is getting a Fleet Beacon. So, what is he going to elect to go for? Most likely, we'll see Tempest. We can possibly see Carriers. I'm not sure exactly how good of a choice that really is right now. More likely than not, we'll see Tempest, but there is always that possibility. You can't ever rule it out. Ooh, keep your High Templar together. Oh, no, he loses 2 High Templar unnecessarily, Drops one storm, gets a good amount of kills, but that was unfortunate losing those two high Templar, which were very juicy and high in their energy count. That is unfortunate for MorroW, but it is alright. And I like this positioning and what he's doing here. Granted, that's an Artosis pylon. Take that out and all the photon cannons are gone. But I like that decision. It gives him a better map presence in the middle of the map. Better of a commanding the game the way that he wants it to be. Positioning is one of the biggest things when it comes to engagements besides army composition, and I like that. 8 Corruptors in production right now. We should be seeing the morph into Broodlords as soon as that Greater Spire is done, which should be done here in just about a minute, maybe half a minute. 32 Lings in production as well, possibly going to be going for a Ling run-by into the third base of MorroW, which right now would be alright. There's only a single cannon there with some photon overcharges to defend, but that's about it. And as I say that, a huge engagement happens in the middle of the map. A couple really juicy storms go down, and here is the Ling run-by that I was talking about as well. And actually, that wasn't the biggest of engagements. Just some really nice, juicy storms going down. And the 5th base is going to get canceled by... for MorroW by mAth. Good job being able to pick that up. Being able to make sure that MorroW does not get that economy that he wants in order for the production that he needs. Now, I'd like to see this Tempest count get up higher, because where are those Broodlords? They should be around here. Where did they go? Nice feedbacks. And the storm kind of misses. Oh, here they are. They're in plain sight. Alright, the storm lands on the lurkers, but is not able to kill him. And as soon as these Broodlords finish, MorroW might have a difficult time, considering there's only one Tempest right now. And there's a good amount of Hydras under here to tank all this, along with the lurkers on the ground as well. Where are those extra Tempests? He had 2 Tempests in production. They're just chilling. These Tempests need to be here in the fray and in the fight right now, because here we go. The Broodlords are going to start attacking and being able to get some free pot shots off of him, possibly even a High Templar. 1 High Templar, 2 High Templar are dead, but some really nice storms go down on these Hydras and severely weaken them. The Lings keep running by, but ultimately to their death. Looks like the Broodlords are going to start targeting the photon cannons. And at this point, he really needs those Tempests over here right now. And he needs them yesterday. But, oh, another good storm goes down, taking all of the Hydras out but 1. And now, oh my goodness, with the extra Tempest coming in, the Broodlords are going to begin to fall. And the rest of this army underneath should be able to deal with it. I would think that's a lot of Lings. These Queens are doing all that they can with their tankiness as well, but these Tempests are just absolutely wrecking these Broodlords, and MorroW's gonna stand strong. And now what does mAth have to deal with this? He's got 11 Corruptors in production, but look at this. The Mothership is morphing in right now. A Mothership on top of this army is going to be so good, because without any detection, which I don't know if there is any detection, are there any Overseers on the map? 1 Overseer in the back of the base. In the back of the base is not going to be the positioning that he wants in order to be able to deal with this Mothership Core. Jeez, I apologize, guys. I have something stuck in my throat throughout this match. All right, and MorroW is going to try and come in. Ooh, and a nice storm goes down on those Lings, taking them down into the red and the yellow. More Tempest, and the Mothership Core the Mothership joins the fray, and he's going to start laying waste to this fourth base of mAth. And mAth has 11 Corruptors, and that's about it at this point. He's going to have to do some really good damage and be able to keep them alive in order to be able to deal with the Tempest after he gets the Mothership Core. And the storm goes down, the Corruptors begin to fall, and oh, another storm goes down, and all the Corruptors are gone, not even losing the Mothership Core. And GG by mAth. Very well played by MorroW. Oh, that was a fun one. And there was another little run by going on, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough with MorroW's huge powerhouse army coming on in and going to be taking out that base. 1 shot away, and it was gone. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that match. If you did, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Please remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitch, and on Twitter. Please remember to also go check out EnochProductions.com and lastly, LOTV.spawningtool.com. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.